brethren, God is good. Hope you are doing well by God's grace. Let's begin our discussion. David. Our topic today is trusting God when life is not how you pictured it. This is not how I pictured it. Have you ever said this about your life? We all have a picture of how we want our life to play out. Everyone experiences periods in life that look nothing like they had imagined. David was anointed king of Israel, was hailed a hero for conquering Goliath, led numerous successful military campaigns, became head of military operations for Israel, married the king's daughter. He had it all going for him. Then suddenly, because of a jealous king, David spent the next 10 or more years running from Saul, held up in a cave with a motley crew of misfits. It would be safe to say this is not how David pictured his journey toward becoming the king of Israel. In difficult times, we may be tempted to believe that God has abandoned us or has lost vision for us. When our oldest child decided to leave God, we were devastated and disheartened. This was not at all how we pictured our life. The temptation to believe that our dreams were shattered, our hopes destroyed, and God no longer had a plan for our lives was strong, but with the encouragement of friends and prayer we had to decide whether our faith was going to be in our circumstances or in God. Putting our faith in God meant we were not going to quit, but rather continue to learn and grow and change what we needed to change. It took 10 years, but our oldest finally returned to God. As the story of David and our experience with our oldest illustrate, God's destiny for our lives does not change because of our circumstances. David's destiny was fulfilled and he became king of Israel. In fact, his difficult circumstances made him a more compassionate and humble king. There is no greater joy than seeing God's destiny rise above our circumstances. 1. So David left Gath and escaped to the cave of Adullam. Soon his brothers and all his other relatives joined him there. 2. Then others began coming, men who were in trouble or in debt or who were just discontented, until David was the captain of about 400 men. 1 Samuel 22:1-2. We all can find inspiration in David's journey to fulfill his destiny. His road was not always smooth. There were many moments in David's life that were not how he would have pictured it. But we can learn from David that our destiny was not determined by difficult moments. Our destiny is determined by God. Though our circumstances change, our destiny does not. Ephesians 1:11. Sometimes during difficult times we simply need to remember God. David embraced difficult times because he believed his future was in the hands of a God that loved him. We too need to believe that our future is in the hands of a God that loves us. Reflection questions. What in your life is not how you pictured it? How has this influenced your belief in God's love and faithfulness? Are you still praying about where you want God to take you? Thanks very much for watching. Be blessed forever. See you in the next video.